Welcome back to the channel, Newberg Fitness Family. My name is Shiloh Bryant. Here we're all about empowering moms to transform lives and change the world. This is going to be a different video. This is going to be a throwback to when I started a YouTube channel somewhere about 12 years ago or somewhere in that range, where I posted a transformation video of where I started from versus where I went to. So this is Transformation Thursday. This is Throwback Thursday. So I want you guys to see where I came from to where I am now. So you can see anybody can change, anybody can grow, everybody can develop. You just have to stick with it, stay consistent, and watch your life change. It's not about the journey is always up, 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 up. Sometimes it pulls back a little bit and then you go up, up, up again. If you keep having the same good habits, as many good habits as possible, you're gonna go up. If you have a lot of bad habits, you're gonna go down. So the more good habits you can have, the faster you'll grow. Let's not use up any more time. Let's get right into the video. So even the voiceover that you hear on this video, this is from way back in the day. So the audio quality is not gonna be as good, but I think people still need to see this. So I wanted to bring this video back full circle. Let's get right into the video. YouTube, my name is Shiloh Bryant, and this is the start of my transformation video. Most of you guys weren't around when I first started my journey, so I decided to give you all a quick little video of how far I've come as of now. Keep in mind while watching this video that all of my progress happened while being a full-time student at a university, working each summer, and eating those college struggle meals. There's no such thing as not having enough time. Make time. Now on to the video. That's my response when I look at that picture right there. It's just mind-blowing to see how far you've come, to see, that's how I used to look. I mean, I was happy to be holding that $100 bill in my hand, but I was not in the best shape. That was around 5th or 6th grade, right before I started playing football in the 7th grade. This next picture right here, this is before I started lifting. This was December the 1st when I took this picture of 2010. After playing football, I was a whole lot more active. Not to mention, I also hit a growth spurt. At this point, I'm 17 and I'm about 6'2". So 17, 6'2", weighing around 170 pounds. Now, 170 pounds on some people isn't that bad, but when you're 6'2", I mean, that makes a huge difference. All that weight is stretched out. So as you can see, I was very scrawny. I can't even believe this is how I used to look. This along with the other picture. I was only doing push-ups and sit-ups and some little 20-pound dumbbell curls to obtain a little bit of abs. As you can see, no chest really and tiny little arms still, but I was doing what I could do until I finally started hitting the gym. Now, I know this is going to sound funny, but at this point, I actually thought I was big. And I look back at these pictures now and it's like, how could you think you were big? But that's how the mind goes. I mean, the mind is a very powerful thing. And in this next picture, I started working out at the gym. This is 1 month after the last picture you just seen. So 1 month after, this is December the 31st of 2010. 1 month of hard work in the gym, just going, I think 4 to 5 times a week, 4 or 5 times out of the week. I was in the gym, just hitting each muscle group, each part. And I mean, I made a lot of progress. I had those beginner gains going on.
Okay, I see you. You're not there just yet, but you'll get there. Keep it up, buddy.
In this pic, I'm about 3 years into lifting, because in that last picture you seen, that was at the very end of 2010, so about be 2011, so this is about 3 years after that point. And what happened in this picture is, I was doing a lot of lifting. I started building up some tendonitis in my forearms and wrists. And you always hear the no pain, no gain type thing. And I kept working on it, kept bench pressing, kept curling, and a whole bunch of stuff, even though it was hurting. And after a while, it got to the point to where even just holding the bar in my hand to bench, it was hurting. So I ended up taking 3 months off, and I lost a lot of muscle. You can see on the left-hand side, that was me not lifting for 3 months of time because I kept pushing it even though it hurt. If I would have stopped when I first initially felt the pain, I would have been just fine. But you live and you learn, beginner mistakes. So now, I mean, you really need to listen to your body. That's a big mistake that beginners always make, including myself. So then the picture on the right hand side, that was me a month back into the gym after taking 3 months off.
Is that a V-take Bronzy? What? You? Okay, keep it up.
This picture was about 5 months after the split pic you just seen. And it actually surprised me when I took it because, I never really just looked at my back in the mirror. Every time you go in the mirror, brush your teeth, whatever, what you see is what's in front of you. I still worked my back and stuff, but I never really seen it. And when I actually took the picture, I was like, wow, okay, I'm making some progress here. And I've always had a naturally smaller waist, so once I started adding in a lot of pull-ups and stuff, that made my waist look even smaller by the time my back up top and lats got wider. This is December 25th, 2014. This is I guess you can say, at the top of my so-called bulk. I never was really bulking. I never really got into the gym to obtain a certain look as far as body wise. I just like the fact of getting stronger and stronger. It was more of a competition of me with myself. So at this point, all I've been doing is just eating and then getting stronger. And you realize as you're getting stronger, then you're also going to put on size because your body has to adjust to the ways that you're moving. So I was 225 pounds at that point, and I just said, hey, let me try something new. So I decided to go on my first legit cut after 4 years of lifting. Said, why not? Let me see what I can do. Because at that point, my abs started to look a little more puffy, not as lean as they were. Like, okay, I think I've built a good amount of muscle. Let me cut down and see what I'm actually looking at. So in this picture, this is the beginning of February 2015, my first cut ever. And as you'll see in the next four pictures, all it's showing is the process of me getting leaner and leaner until even the last picture, I look even fuller and bigger at 205, I think I was, than I was even when I was at the top of my bulk.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. Keep it up, keep it up. You on your way. You on your way.
I feel I did a pretty moderate cut. I didn't want to drop weight too quick and lose too much muscle. I wanted to keep it fairly medium, not too fast, not too slow, so I can hang on to as much muscle as possible. And so in this picture, I weighed about 192. And from here, for the rest of the summer, I pretty much maintained my weight. This is the most shredded my back has ever been because I never cut before until this point. Repping the UNCG Spartans, had the veins popping. And I was getting lean when at the beach, I had the vein even running through my chest. I didn't even notice until after the picture that I had veins running through the top of my chest.
Now you know you're doing something right if a guy at the beach asks you to borrow one ab. Not all your abs, just one. Just one. And he'd be just happy with that.
At this point, now it's November, sitting at the Thanksgiving table. So, to me, even if it wasn't time to bulk yet, I felt like this was a pretty decent time to start back a bulk. So, why not? So, started back my bulk here on Thanksgiving Day and kept it going. The picture on the left is the same picture you seen earlier, right before I started my cut. And the picture on the right is Christmas Day, right after the last picture you seen. And the thing is, this is what lifting is all about. I was 225 pounds on the left hand side, and I was also 225 pounds on the right hand side. But the longer you lift, the more muscle maturity you get. And the leaner you get while gaining that extra size. So here, I'm not even cutting, I'm still going up in weight. Now, finally, it's January 2016. And in this picture, this is leading up to the top of my bulk. I think I was around 235 pounds in this picture here at the school gym right after I work out, I believe. And the heaviest I got up to was 242 pounds. Not sure exactly when that was, probably around February or March. And so after that, after I hit 242 pounds, and now I'm back down to cutting again. On my last cut, I cut down to about 192 pounds. So I feel on this cut, I'm going to cut down to about 210 pounds, no lower than 205. We'll see. Just play by feel. No big deal. And you can see how I currently look on my recent videos on this channel.
Well, guys, that is the end of my transformation video. I hope you guys liked it. Remember, anybody can make a transformation. You just have to be willing to put in the hard work and the time necessary to get you to that point. More content on the way, guys. Until next time, catch you later. Well, I thought that was the end of this transformation video, but clearly I was wrong, and that's perfectly okay. It won't be the first or the last time. I never actually planned on posting these pictures. I was really taking it for myself to see where I was starting back from
to where I was gonna go in a short period of time. As you can see, this was June the 5th. This was a period where I was working out, but not really hard and not as often as I would like. I was really more focused on getting everybody else results versus myself. And I know even in this state, people look at me and, they'll say, hey, oh, he works out. Oh, he's still in the shape, which I still might be in better shape than some of this period, but it's not really about that. For me, I knew I was not in good shape. I did not feel good about how I looked in comparison to how I knew I could look. So I took action to make change. So this was the starting point. You're seeing a picture of my back, and you can see at the bottom how love handles kind of coming in a little bit wider in the waist than I typically would be. So now we move on to this next picture of my back, August the 9th. So this is literally 2 months apart. And I don't even think really in that first picture that I started working out right away after that. I want to say about 2 weeks went by before I really said, hey, it's game time to kick it into gear. Didn't have time to get a workout in the afternoon while training other clients. So me and my wife decided to wake up early in the morning to make some time. So we're waking up at about 4:30 every single morning to go into the gym and get us a workout in. And I put both these pictures side by side so you can see the comparison from the June one versus the August one. And now we're going to move into the next one, which is going to be showing you June 5th once again, and then you'll see a comparison to the August picture in the exact same pose. So you can do a before after of both these pictures from the back view as well as from the front view. Here's the June 5th before picture. And to me, honestly, what stands out is the before picture, just the look on my face. Like, you can always feel when somebody really is happy about how they look and how they feel about themselves versus the second picture in August, the different look on my face and the confidence and the energy. You can just tell there's a difference. So honestly, more important than the physical changes is the mental changes, the confidence, the discipline, and everything that goes into getting to where you want to be is honestly the most important part of this transformation. Even listening to how I sound before in the earlier video when I recorded, and even the content I recorded at that time versus how I sound now is night and day different. So seeing the transformation in the physical is one thing, but when you see it in so many other areas across the board, that is what it's really all about. So I don't know who needed to see this. I don't know who needed to hear this video, but even if it touches just one person, it was well worth it to me. You can do this, New Birth Fitness family. You have everything you need inside of you already, and you have a community here to help you every step of the way. Let's do it. Let's level up. To the top we go. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back on another video before you know it.